Hey guys, I'm Chris Gigis with SirLinksALot.co, and today we're going to be talking about Tier 2 link building. Tier 2 link building is a popular and effective strategy for increasing the power of your pre-existing backlinks. And we're going to be talking about what Tier 2 link building is, how to use Tier 2 backlinks, how to get Tier 2 backlinks, and our Tier 2 backlinks, and how to place an order if that's something you're interested in. We'll be talking about a lot of stuff in this video, so be sure to use the timestamps at the bottom of the screen if you want to skip to something specific. All right, let's go. So first of all, what are Tier 2 backlinks? So in this picture here, you can see we have our website up here at the top with the W, and then we have these other links right here that are pointing directly to our website. I have this one as a guest post, here's another guest post, here's a niche edit or a link insertion, and here's a social profile. But these are all called Tier 1 backlinks, and they are basically anything that's pointing directly to your website. Now you can see these black backlinks down at the bottom, and these backlinks are not pointing directly to our website, but they are pointing to our Tier 1 backlinks. So these are called Tier 2 backlinks, and yes, they don't point directly to your site, but instead only to your Tier 1 backlinks right here. This is essentially a way to power up your Tier 1 backlinks. Just in the same way these Tier 1 backlinks power up your website, Tier 2 backlinks power up your Tier 1 backlinks. And because Tier 2 backlinks don't point directly to your website and they're only used to power up your Tier 1 backlinks, a lot of people prefer to use very low quality spam backlinks for this kind of thing. However, at SirLinksALot.co, we don't really like to do that because we like building projects for the long term and we don't want to risk any kind of penalties. That's not to say that powering up your Tier 1 backlinks with spam can't work, it's just not something we prefer to do. You can really use any kind of backlinks to power up your Tier 1 backlinks. However, there are a couple options that we like to use the most, and those would be low-cost niche edits, as well as low-cost PBN links. And the reason we're doing this is because they are cheaper than normal links. However, they still are quite safe and they pack quite a punch. You could also use stuff like diversity links or pillow links or social signals. However, these don't really have the same kind of power as something like a niche edit or a PBN link, even if you are using the lower authority options. So Tier 2 link building can be white hat or black hat depending on what types of links you're using. So if you're using a lot of spam stuff, you're going down more of a black hat route versus if you're just using link insertions or something like that, it's definitely more of a white hat option. And like I mentioned before, the cleaner the links you use on your Tier 2, the better the chances of you not risking any kind of penalty or something like that from Google. However, I will also note that a lot of people still use a lot of spam during Tier 2, and a lot of the times they don't run into any kind of issues. But again, this is something that you'll have to determine for yourself and what type of risk you would like to take. Even though Google's not the best at reading multiple tiers back for backlinks right now, we're still in the boat of being more conservative just in case in the future they start looking at this kind of thing more heavily, and so we would be safe then. So next up, we'll talk about how to use Tier 2 backlinks, even though we've kind of been talking about that already while I was describing what they are. So first of all, where do you want to build them to? You can choose some of your most important guest posts or link insertions or social profiles or any other kind of Tier 1 backlink you have pointing to your site. You can just choose some of the most important ones and ones that you would like to power up the most. You could use a tool like Ahrefs to look at your backlink profile and pick some of the backlinks that are already seen as the most important by Ahrefs. You could do something like scrolling down and finding a backlink that has a lower UR, meaning that it doesn't have much power going to it, and then you could try to power that up as increasing a backlink with a UR of 0 or a very low UR and getting higher would be much more effective than increasing a backlink that already has a very high UR. When you're choosing anchor text for your Tier 2 link building, we prefer to be very natural and just to use anchor text that would make sense for the page you're linking to. So for these Tier 2 backlinks right here, we would use anchor text that makes sense for this guest post instead of anchor text that makes sense for our website. And when in doubt, you can just use extremely natural anchor text like branded URL or generic anchors. And you can also use Tier 2 link building at any point during your ranking journey. It doesn't have to be in the very beginning. It doesn't have to be once you've already got traffic. It also doesn't have to be right when the Tier 1 link was built. The Tier 1 link can have been built for a very long time. You can go in and build Tier 2 to it at any time. So now we'll very briefly talk about how to get tier 2 backlinks, and this is going to be a pretty short section because it would be impossible to explain how to get every type of backlink. Like I mentioned before, tier 2 backlinks can really be any kind of backlink. It just depends what type of backlink you would like to use for building tier 2 backlinks. Like I said before, we like to use low authority niche edits as well as PBN links just because they are the most cost effective. So you can watch our niche edits video or our PBN links video on more information on how to build those two types of links, or you can come to a provider such as ourselves and we can build them for you. Next up, we'll talk about our tier 2 backlink options and how to place an order if that's something you're interested in. So first of all, you can choose between our niche edits and our PBN links, which we have listed here just because they are our favorite options. You can see over here for niche edits, it says check out our barrage and bulk level 1 packs for the most cost-effective options. So let's go ahead and do that. So here we are on our niche edits page, and scrolling down here, we can go to the bottom, and here are our low authority RD 10 to 50 bulk packs, also known as our barrage packs. And you can see these links are quite cheap compared to our normal niche edits. These are packs of 20, 15, 10, and of course 30, and they can get down to as low as $25 to $31 per link. And these are still links from real websites, right? These are niche edits and not PBN. We'll go over PBN next, but these are links from low authority real websites. And you can see that $20 to $30 per link is a lot cheaper than $80 to $300 per link up here when you have the higher authority options. Scrolling down again, we can go to our bulk level 1 packs, and these are pretty similar to our barrage packs. They're just a little bit higher authority. The barrage packs were RD 10 to 50, which are very low authority, and these are RD 50 plus, and there's actually no cap on this, so they can actually be higher than 100 or 200. It just really depends on what we have available at the time. But you can see these are also a little bit more expensive, going from $50 a link down to about $40 per link. Going back to our tier 2 backlinks page, then we'll check out our PBN links option. So here we are on our PBN links page. I'm just going to go ahead and scroll down. These are our homepage rentals up here at the top. And I would really advise you to only use these for tier 1 backlinks, as rentals can be quite expensive, at least for PBN links, not compared to like a guest post or something. You know, these come down to what, $43 per month or $13 per month, depending on your authority level. But yeah, better to use these for tier 1 links. Then coming down here to the bottom, we have our PBN guest post and our PBN niche edits. These are similar, except of course guest post will be a new article on the PBN site, and a PBN niche edit will be a link insertion into an existing article that's already on the PBN site. And because we are doing tier 2 link building, I would go ahead and advise to use the PBN niche edits, as these are just quite a bit cheaper. But if you want to get more relevance by having new articles written, you can definitely do the guest post. Yeah, like I said, I'd probably be using these $35 options or $45 options here. Whenever you're ready to order our niche edits or our PBN links, you can just click the Order Now button on the screen. And that'll take you to an order form that looks like this, where you can select your options and then give us information like your anchor text and your target URLs and your desired niche. And of course, whenever you're ready to order, you can see the total over here, enter a coupon if you have any, and then fill out your payment information and hit complete purchase. And just like any other type of backlink we sell, as soon as your order is finished, we'll send you a report that'll look something like this, which will include all the link types, the link URLs of the links we built for you, your target URLs, and your anchor text. All right, so that's about it for tier 2 backlinks today. We've learned a lot of stuff. We've learned what they are, how to use them, how to get them, and about our tier 2 link building options and how to place an order if you are interested. Definitely check out our blog over at sterling.co, as well as our YouTube channel for more information on tier 2 link building, as we have quite a bit of resources there available for you. And be sure to subscribe to our mailing list over at sterlingsalot.co, as well as joining our Facebook group SEO Roundtable to stay up to date and get all the good info you need about SEO and link building. All right, guys, that's it for now, and I'll catch you on the next one.